I am so hopped up on fucking energy drinks and a singular beer right now. It was not that good of a beer. Okay. All right. Okay. All right. The one beer power up. Okay, it's a Seagram's Escape. That's like the only beer that I can ever drink, and I can only drink like one of them at a time. They didn't have the strawberry daiquiri flavor, so I got the wild berry flavor, and it's kind of ass. All right. So, first of all, my tracking may be a little weird because I am sitting directly in front of my PC. I'm in VR. I'm going to be presenting this whole thing while in VR. I'm just that cool. Much more of a Scotch person, but to each their own. I grew up with my old man drinking Scotch. Never saw the point in it. Okay. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a warning. It's going to look really bad right off the top. There we go. There we go. Hi. Beer Riley. Nice. Thank you. My hair is finally fixed after a month and a half of imploding. Yeah. I saw into the void. Void stares back. Fair. Okay. Like, disclaimer, 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 disclaimer. This is an informational stream. I'm not here to give you advice. I'm not here to give you advice unless you ask me during the specified times when I say you can ask questions. Every time it says that we're going to go into an ad break, I am going to take a break myself. I am probably going to do tracking stretches, which consists of me T-posing. And I'm going to take a sip of water. Because I have... Yes, for this, I am just being perfectly normal. This. I still get free breakfast buffet at the end of the presentation, right? Yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. Totally. Okay. Give me just one more minute so that people can file in here, because I don't want to start without everyone. What the fuck is that on my... Oh. Oh, that's the fucking... Yeah, there we go. Sorry. Okay. Let me... my microphone a little bit this way. There we go. There we go. Up. Fun fact, when I do, like... Ooh, hello. When I do, audio testing for my, streams, I tend to do the Addams Family theme song. Because that's really good at whether or not your audio is picking you all up. There will be advice if you ask for it. Nice. There will not be a test. I did not have time to implement that with how long this is going to be. Ooh, I am blocking the thing. Okay, so. Hello? Welcome to I am perfectly normal. I'm perfectly normal about streaming. I totally haven't made this my entire personality. I promise. It's fine. Probably. Okay. Before we start getting into things, this is information. This is information, not advice, but there is some personal opinion. Because y'all know me, I'm a bit of a heavily opinionated person. Do we have to write a 4-page, 50,000 word essay? No, you don't. If you do, I'll read it. 100%, I will read it, actually. Like, genuinely, I will read it. I do have gaps in my knowledge. I don't know everything. Partially because, like, I'm just dumb. I take questions at the end of each section. I will take a small break during ads, so no one gets to miss anything. And I will trim those out for the YouTube VOD. This also will all be up on my YouTube. Because I'm normal. Also, please, 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 if you find something super helpful, clip it. I love clips. I love clips. They help me so much. Don't understand. I was ordering soup and missed the start. No, you're fine. You're fine. You're fine. You're fine. We're fine. We're fine. We're all good. We're all good. We're all good. The first one, the first section isn't super long. Probably. We'll see how long I stretch this. Topics include chat manners, collab manners, 3D versus 2D versus PNG, Stayso versus Slude, Human versus Kameno versus straight up furries, Twitch versus YouTube versus others, job versus hobby, part-time versus full-time, indie versus agency, cost, getting paid, and behind the scenes versus what chat sees. I was trying to crash with the Twitch app on my web browser on my PC. That's weird. I did have an issue with Twitch clips last night, but you also can clip VOD. So if you go back and you watch the VOD on Twitch, you can clip that too. Okay. Y'all ready? Y'all ready? Because I'm excited. I'm excited. I'm excited. I also have a flaming hot box attached to my face. Okay. First of all, is chat manners, exclamation point commands, and filters. Chat filters. Okay, like, this has to be said first and foremost. For the love of God, some of y'all are way too comfortable saying the weirdest fucking shit in chat. For the most part, my community is amazing and very chill, and mostly lurkers, and I'm cool with that. I'm super cool with that. Oh my God, I love you guys so much. I love you guys so much. Thank you so much for being chill. You don't understand. Respect the vibes of chat and stay on topic. Unless there is obviously a topic change going on, in fact. Call out shitty behavior. If someone's being a creep, call it out. Call it out and tell them to stop being a fucking creep. But don't be a mini-mod. Don't be like, like, you deserve to be banned. Don't be like, you deserve to be timed out for that. Like, if you're not a moderator, don't say those kinds of things. Just be like, hey, you need to chill a little bit. You need to chill a little bit. And you need to fucking stop doing that. Dude, also, nothing makes a streamer happier than when people are making small talk with each other in chat. If you guys can carry on a conversation between yourselves, that gives stuff for us to riff off on. And just also, like, a moving chat sometimes helps more new people come in and be like, this is an active community. Okay, I get to type and talk now. If topics are starting to get a little weird, steer them back to what's happening on stream and the streamer. / other safe topics, like art or video games, and not something that's gonna, like, give someone, like, rage opinions. Especially when it starts to get bad. Lurking is always welcome. Lurking is always welcome. So, garlic bread, exactly. That is a great example message. Thank you, Shooty Man. I will say, something that is a personal yellow flag for me is when someone comes into chat and has a random positivity message from a first-time chatter. There's nothing that freaks me out more. There's nothing that freaks me out more. Because as nice as you think that is, that's also just like a, wow, that's really awkward. That's really awkward and makes me feel really uncomfortable. Thank you for the random good vibes. And it's the messages like, oh, just remember that you are loved in this world, and this world is a better place with you in it. And it's like, I have depression, honey. I get it. But that's just kind of weird. That's just kind of weird. And then that person never talks again. Exactly, Mars. Exactly. Yeah, a simple Ayo, and cool thing you're doing. That's great. That's great. Everyone loves that. Everyone liked that. Don't fucking ever promote someone else's streams or commissions or literally anything without permission. If you have VIP stat in my chat personally, you are allowed to self-promote. That's it. That's it. No one else. Unless maybe my dad if he needs it. Don't worry about that. Roleplay. Do not roleplay in chat. It's so really fucking creepy. It's so creepy, guys. It's so creepy. Unless that is the streamer's whole thing where they are genuinely role-playing a character, do not roleplay in chat with each other or the streamer. That's kind of weird and creepy. Unless, of course, the streamer says it's okay. Politics. Unless it is brought up by the streamer themselves. Do not bring politics into it. Do not bring politics into it. Unless the streamer brings it up themselves, do not bring politics into it. For example, every so often, I go, oh, whoa, arson and anarchy! I'm an anti-capitalist! But going outside of that, because that's not a joke, that is genuinely who I am. But going outside of that, let's not. Let's not. Let's not. Pranks and jokes. Pranks and jokes typically aren't funny. Especially if it's like the typical, like, protogen jokes of, oh, do you need a piece of RAM to snack on? XD, lols. Like, no. Your joke's not that funny, honey. That's part of why I stopped being a protogen, because y'all kept using the same fucking jokes. On that note, using IRL info of literally anyone. Using IRL info of literally anyone, or sharing IRL info of literally anyone. Especially of the streamer. Will get you banned. Because that is the scariest fucking thing. There is nothing that's scarier of someone coming into chat, using your birth name, your legal name, and talking about the place where you live. Like, I make it very well known that I live in Florida. But not where in Florida. Not where. I never let anyone know my legal name. My legal name is not Riley. That is what you will all call me. Or Tori, I'm fine with that. But if one of you motherfuckers comes in with my legal name, I will hunt you down. I will find you. Trauma dumping and venting in chat. Don't do it. Don't fucking do it. I know there's VTubers out there who are quite literally like, I'm your personal therapist or whatever, and that's their whole brand. I have no idea how they do it. That is the most, like, vexing shit ever. It's awful having that on your conscience. Also, if someone famous dies, don't come into someone's chat and be like, oh my god, this person died. Oh my god. Because then it's like, oh, well, it's either the, wow, I really don't care, or, no, not Jimmy Buffett. Not Jimmy Buffett. He's going to the great Margaritaville in the sky. How the fuck are you supposed to respond to that on stream? The reaction may be funny, but it is genuinely distressing for the streamer. If the rules say don't be perverted and lewd, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. What you say in chat can get your streamer banned. What you say in chat can get the streamer banned. Also, on that note, don't talk shit about other streamers. That's just really awkward. That's really awkward. Also, continuing on something from earlier, the lol, I'm so random XD. We're not in the early 2000s anymore, honeys. I'm sorry. That's just kind of a, okay. So you're like 12, right? So you're 12, right? Especially when my chat says it is 18 plus only. Emote spam, depending on the streamer, can be fine. I personally don't like it. But, you know, if it's like, like 1 or 2 emotes per message, or, you know, up to 5 emotes per message, that's fine. Cool. Don't spam the same point redeem over and over again. I have a hello redeem where you can come in and quietly say, hello. Doing that over and over and over and over and over again because I haven't responded to you is not going to make me want to respond to you more. It's going to make me want to time you out and ban you. Also, don't mention view count. A lot of streamers are very sensitive about their view count, me included. Just don't mention it. Just don't mention it. Don't. Do chat occasionally. Don't clog chat with nothing but emotes. Yeah. Okay, side note. There is a thing called emote-only mode. I don't ever activate it because I don't really need to, because you guys are pretty cool and chill. You guys are pretty cool and chill. So I don't really have to. However, there are people who have the thing where, like, if you do emotes, they, like, bounce around on their screen and stuff. And so sometimes for them, like, emote spam is fine. To each their own. Read chat and figure out the vibes of chat, and then decide whether or not emote spam is allowed. Think you can limit that to once per person per stream? Yes, but some people go into, like, I have to go lurk, I'll be back later, and then they're like, hello is like a, hi, I'm back again. It's when you do it over and over and over and over and over again. Don't. 37 hellos here. Exactly. Okay. Chat commands and filters. An exclamation point command is usually the format. It's really good for imparting, like, info directly into chat really quickly. Timers, I have a timer that goes off every so often about my Ko-fi bot, and like, hey, like, you know, become a member on Ko-fi, that kind of thing. Like, I have a timer that goes off every so often. It's really good when we have charity events, and I can't be asked to remember, like, how long I've been streaming. What day is it? What time is it? Have I been talking about the charity enough? Oh, fuck, I've forgotten to do that, haven't I? Also, it can be used for certain Twitch game integrations. Chat commands can be helpful. I highly recommend it. Set them up to your own leisure. Also, side note on that, make, like, a master list document for your mods, so that way they know what ones they can activate and what ones they cannot. Or, you know, what's, like, helpful to activate when. Filters. Filter out links. Filter out links. This is for your own safety. Do not ever allow links in chat. Do not allow links in chat. That's how your viewers get hacked. And how you get spam botted and all of that shit. Fucking do not allow links in chat. Also, filters for slurs. Filters for slurs. A lot of the times you have to input those personally. The N-word, the R-word, you know, other slurs. Some people like feel I do words good. Some people feel the word queer is a slur. If you're not comfortable with the word queer, you can filter that if you want. I do not think queer is a slur. I'm just saying some people are still uncomfortable with it. And make links VIP locked. Ooh, that's a good idea too. That's a good idea too, Mars. Sensitive words / topics and other streamers' names. Okay, so listen. I hate to go here. Listen, I'm sure Gura is a very sweet person. I'm sure a lot of those big agency VTubers are very nice and sweet people. However, if you are a shark or essentially any kind of fucking sea life VTuber that has a long shark tail or a whale tail, you will get told, and you will have people coming into your chat spamming, "Oh, you're stealing from Gura. You're just trying to copy Gura." And it's the worst. I've seen it happen. It's the worst. Unfortunately, I do have to recommend that you block certain streamers' names. Or if you just don't want people talking about them in your chat because you don't have a good opinion of them. Not talking about my own block list, I promise. I've never even heard of them. I'm sure you have seen them. Also, just entire phrases in general. I have a phrase that is blocked that goes along with something along the lines of buy followers, comma, whatever, like buy sell followers, that kind of thing. I have that as a phrase in my block list. And ever since that got put in there by my lovely mod, Ling, love you, Ling, we love Coffee Mod, I've never had a problem with people trying to come into my chat to sell fake viewers. I've never had a problem since. I recommend that to everyone. Where's my spacebar? There we go. Okay, cool. So that is the end of the first section. We have 5 minutes until ad starts. If you have any questions, please, now would be a great time. Also, let me real quick blindly reach. Those bots are so persistent too. Oh yeah. But if you just block that, like a couple of those key phrases that they all use, they just stop showing up, dude. It's so great. Side note, if my audio starts fucking up, please tell me. My PC is liable to fork. You have a list, a doc or a list of phrases to block. I don't have one written up. Again, it kind of varies for everyone. I have, very specifically, I have things related to J.K. Rowling blocked. I have things, I haven't done it yet, but I'm gonna block shit related to FNAF. I have, like, variations of different words, like, you know, the R slur and all of that. I have, like, chat speak variations of everything, just in case someone tries to get around my filters. Because fuck you, I grew up in the early 2000s on the internet. I know chat speak. I can write in it fluently. I read Homestuck. I know how to do this fluently. Sure, used to do the same thing. Just gotta watch the phrases change every once in a while. I've never had an issue since it originally was blocked. Sorry, I'm doing that thing where I, like, idle animation in VR chat. This is so nice. I like streaming like this. This feels so much more freeing. Yes, are there any other questions about chat manners, commands, and filters? If not, I would like to run an ad break so we can get into the next part. Oh, I'm also gonna make this available. I'm gonna make this publicly available for people to, like, browse through if they want to. Like, just this by itself. Oh, that's so weird. Oh, that's so weird. You're getting rated by bot name? Yeah. Oh, shit, that's one of the things that I forgot. Okay, that is one of the things that I forgot. Thank you, chat. So, two things. There are two bots that are every streamer's best friend. Serybot. S-E-R-Y bot. Serybot is, like, the best line of defense. A great extra, like, auto mod thing. It's great. Oh my god, it's great. Add Serybot to your chat. And also, Commander Root. Commander Root can get rid of any bot followers. Yes, number go down. Number go down. However, it means everyone that's left is a real viewer. It can also help you get rid of people that are following you that you have banned from chat and you don't want them to be there anymore. It's really good with that. Be careful when you use it, though. Be very careful when you use it. I have seen entirely too many people accidentally wipe their entire followers count. Commander Root. Commander Root and Serybot. That's what Root does. See that one everywhere? Yeah, Commander Root's really good. Commander Root's really good. By the way, both of those are free. Both of those are free. Of course, you know, you should probably support them because, you know, they do this work for free and they're, like, the biggest help to streamers, you know, when Twitch decides that it doesn't want to fucking help. But if that's all the questions that we have for this section, I will run an ad break, then we can go on. Last call for questions. I am dying. It is so hot in my room. It is so hot in my room. And I have a flaming box attached to my head. How much heat is my PC putting out? I need to know. I'm scared. Oh, it's not that bad. Oh no, it's mainly my headset. Oh yeah, I'm gonna fry my headset today. Is that it? Alright. Wait, can I do... Boop. Cool. No, fuck, that's not what I wanted to do! Fuck! Hold on. There we go. Alright, everyone else that's... God damn it. Hold on. There we go. How many strikes would you give a person before cutting them off? I try to go on a 3-strike system, but some things are worse than others. Some things are worse than others, and I just go, no, I don't vibe with that. It also depends on, like, my mood of the day, which is part of the reason why I rebranded into Realty, because I was just like, man, I don't want to have to put up with people's shit. But I want a character that people can draw, and that I feel comfortable with other people drawing. People that aren't my friends. People that aren't my friends. If you aren't my friend, and I haven't commissioned you, please don't draw this character. Please don't. That makes me very uncomfortable. Yeah, it really also depends on my mood of the day, which is part of the reason why I rebranded into Realty, because they're very sassy, and I'm just like, I don't have to put up with this shit. I've put up with enough shit in my life. I ain't doing your shit. Yeah, sorry about falling into the void like that. Tracking stretches! Okay, welcome back. Welcome back. You've missed nothing. Mars, to answer your question if you didn't hear me, usually a 3-strike system, but it also depends on my mood and, like, what that person is doing. So, you know, it can vary between that. Sometimes if I'm just getting a bad vibe in my stomach, and my gut instinct has never steered me wrong. My gut instinct has never steered me wrong. sometimes I just ban. Okay, models and programs. This one I worked really hard on. Because I am perfectly normal about models. Okay, so there's 3 kinds of models. There is, at the far end, we have 3D models, like me, like what I do mainly. And then those are done in VC Face, Virtual Motion Capture, Magic Mirror, which is what I use, Draw, which is something I used to use, but it's kind of buggy as fuck, so I don't use it anymore, and Warudo, and a bajillion other fucking programs at this point. I don't even know. Warudo's a newer one. I just recently started playing around with it, so I can't speak on it. Also because I'm dumb and I can't make it work, but I know it works. It's very cool. For advanced tracking for a 3D model, you usually get an AR kit done to it, but that requires extra equipment. For hand tracking, it varies. Magic Mirror allows, if you use the paid version of the program, it allows for webcam-based hand tracking. Virtual Motion Capture can use your VR controllers. Only 52 funny little blend shapes, exactly. But there's also this thing called Elite Motion Tracker, and I'm gonna be real, I don't have good opinions on it. Mine overheated to the point where it actually burned me, but there's a new version of it out. I have no idea how well it works. If you want to start with a 3D model and you are a human tuber, as in you are mainly human shape, maybe cat ears or whatever, Vroid is your best bet. Make it yourself. Vroid is your best bet. There's so many free texture clothes out there. Do it yourself. It's great. Full customs are expensive as fuck. They're expensive as fuck. But it's easier to edit. And, like, when you use base models like I do, you can easily edit the bases into what you need them to be. So, like, different clothes and stuff. It's easier for that. You can also convert your VR chat avatar, like me, into a VRM. They are very hard to DIY, however, Blender is free. There's a decent amount of free assets. It's not common in agencies, though. You will there are some agencies that have custom 3D models, but no one really uses it that much for streaming yet. The CPU depends on how your graphics are, and a full body rig by default. Your 3D models are always rigged for full body. Maybe not like full body tracking with feet trackers or all that, but it has the bones in the legs. Then there's live 2D models. You know, the pretty anime girls, typically. Those are only done in VTube Studio, and I don't think there's any other program that does it, except for PRPR Live, but I don't know anyone that uses PRPR Live. I'm pretty sure it sucks. Yeah, you could use animes, but animes also sucks. There's literally a shit ton of other programs that do animes, but better. I used to use PRPR. I don't know anyone that uses it anymore. For advanced tracking, use an iPhone. Specifically, iPhone 12 and up. BeatBridger gives you better tracking? Face shapes? It allows you to stick your tongue out at people. Provided you have that rigged. It's kind of lacking in hand tracking. Most people don't rig hands for live 2D models. I don't know why. You will usually find them with a pen tracker or a controller tracker. They're very expensive. And they're super difficult to DIY. The base live 2D program is sort of free. Sort of. It's got a huge learning curve. There's a lot of cheap pre-mades. I use a pre-made base model occasionally. It's the one that has my mini Tori on top, and the little free ears that I have and the free swooshy tail. Yeah, All of those are free, except for the mini Tory model, but that was a raffle that I won. Most agencies use that. Most agencies use that. That is the default that you will see every agency use. It uses a moderate amount of CPU. You can get either half body or full body rig. A half body is going to be cheaper, but nothing below your waist moves. Which, honestly, how often are you going to need your entire body rig, right? There's no feet tracking. There's no feet tracking with live duty models. Yet. Some crazy fucker's going to get it. And then one of my personal favorites. I can't aim. Are PNG tubers. I make entirely too many of these. I really like making PNG tubers. I really like making PNG tubers. Those are done mainly in VTube Mini. There's a couple of other programs that do it that you can find on itch, but I don't know. And you can just straight up do it through OBS. It is entirely sound-based. There is no webcam required. And there's no actual tracking. Well, okay, that depends. That depends. I'm not going to get into it. It is very cheap to make them usually, and it is usually very cheap to commission them. And you can make them yourself so easily, especially with VTube Mini. They can be incredibly stylized, they can be very expressive, they can even be animated and have animations, like looping animations each frame. They are limited, but they are functional. And they don't require a shit ton of CPU or RAM. Fucking please start with a PNG tuber. Please start with a PNG tuber. Please stop blowing your entire, life savings on live 2D models and 3D models when you're just starting out. Start with a PNG tuber. PNG tubers are pretty awesome. Okay, indie versus agency. Listen, I know. We all know Hololive, we all know Niji Sanji, we all vaguely know VShojo. There's a lot of agencies out there. Indie, you can do whatever the fuck you want within the terms of service of your streaming site. Within the terms of service of your streaming site. But you are self-funded, you do everything yourself, or you commission it to be done for you. You have limited access to decent sponsors. Stream Elements has started throwing sponsorship offers at anyone and everyone they can get their hands on. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you most of them are kind of bad. Most of them are really kind of bad now. Once you're bigger, like partner, then you can get better sponsorships, but you can have whatever model you want, you can change whenever you want, you can do whatever the fuck you want, and you get to keep all of the profits minus tax. If you are an agency VTuber. If you're an agency VTuber. At least sometimes you have to do as instructed. This is probably a lot stricter for Hololive streamers, and it looks like it's starting to get more strict for Niji Sanji streamers as well. Oh well. Expenses tend to be agency funded, but they always need approval first. Because contracts and copyrights and all of that, they're actually going to help you with that, so there's no legal issues. You take questions right now. Oh, only in between each section. Only in between each section, please. Hold on to that question. I will get to you, I promise. Don't let me forget. However, agencies have access to lawyers, and promoters, and sponsors, and editors. Don't like doing video editing? Don't worry. You're an agency VTuber, you don't have to. You don't have to. They will help you promote your shit. They will probably write up like half of the tweets that you need to put out for like promoting your shit. They'll get you in contact with sponsors and music development people and whatever the fuck you want. And if something happens, they've got lawyers for you. They are mainly live 2D models, and they always take a cut out of the profit. Always. Mr. Riaz, before his graduation, started getting very candid and said something on stream along the lines of he got about 2% of his merchandise cut. As in, out of his entire merchandise sales, he got 2%. We do not know the actual profit cuts that most of these agencies take, except for Idol, and I'm gonna get there. I'm gonna get there with Idol. I'm gonna get there with Idol. We'll come back to that. But styles. God, I'm so sorry this is a long section. Styles. There are 3 main styles. There is anime/human, where you are just a regular fucking person. You're just kind of a regular fucking person. It's very common in all spaces. It is almost always a live 2D model. Big titty go boing! Big titty go boing! And they're also, like, really overly complicated with tiny little details, I've noticed. And also, they don't tend to have ref sheets. They don't tend to have reference sheets. I don't know why, that's kind of just a furry thing. It's the easiest to get rigged, however. It's the easiest to get rigged. There are some, like, people who do live 2D rigs who refuse to rig furry models. Moving on, Kameno Mimi, which is animal ears. You are still basically a human, but you have animal ears and maybe a tail, depending on the program. Also very common. Also very common. So very common. Again, mostly live 2D. Many claim to be actual animals, and I don't know if they were ever told that they have an option to just straight up be like, you know, an actual animal. Like, did anyone tell them that they were allowed to, oh, you don't have to be a cat girl. You can just quite literally be a cat if that's what you want to do. Also, big titty go boing. Whoop, fuck. I have moved my overlay thing in VR. I need to stop doing that. Boop. There we go. But yeah, a lot of human and Kameno Mimis have big titty and it go boing. It looks vaguely painful. Still overly complicated with tiny little details, and sometimes don't have tails. Furry mascot VTubers are rarely seen in agencies, with the exceptions of Debbie and Kuroi Shiba from Niji Sanji. I've literally never seen anyone else do it. Some agencies have their own mascots, which have their own, like, little rigs, and you can stream as that for a day. No one does that. No one uses those. No one uses those. Many of us are straight up animals. Much flu. Much flu. We also use 3D model bases because it is easier and technically cheaper and just, you know, it's just so much less work. Live 2D models tend to be chibi, limited rig bases, or super custom, and just straight up made themselves. If you see anyone who has a live 2D, like model or anything, take a close look at it. Is it rigged to look like a human and act like a human? Is it, you know, like me, where I'm quite literally a ferret and I have, like, you know, paws, not hands, I have fucking paws. I am so tiny on here. I'm so tiny. Here we go. By the way, in between Kameno Mimi and straight up furry is a little tiny space called Kameno, which is not human, has more human proportions, and you know, has, like, plantigrade legs usually, like Frailty, my regular model. That's kind of like a weird in-between area that you don't see a whole lot of, oddly enough. Agencies are missing out. Okay, Seiso versus Lewd. Basically, Seiso means safe for work or wholesome. Family-friendly. Pure Seiso is super uncommon now. It can lead to toxic positivity. Ooh, woo, no bad vibes here. Only good vibes. You're not sad. You can't be sad. You're here. And that kind of shit. Minors, if you are streaming, for whatever godforsaken reason, you are required to be safe for work. You are required to be safe for work. Please, for the love of God, please stop trying to be NSFW streamers. It's the creepiest. Lewd, which is NSFW, or spicy, as sometimes I call it, 18 plus only. More common, tends to bring in more viewership, more ways for everything to go terribly wrong. Invites more creeps into chat. Minors do not fucking do this. Do not interact with NSFW spaces. I'm so fucking tired of you thinking you're all grown up when legally you are not. It is very normal to be a mix of these two. I do not get super lewd in chat most of the time because that's exhausting. That's exhausting, guys. I don't want to do that all the time. So I don't. Sometimes. I am so okay for this character. Oh, please help me. Dear streamers, it is not your responsibility to deep dive into every single follower to see if someone is lying about their age. Still, interact with caution. I have seen too many people get nearly canceled because someone is hiding their age on, like, Twitter or something, and, like, someone responds to their comments with ooh woo, like, let's be lewd together kind of thing, and someone else chimes in, dude, that's a minor. But you go to that person's profile, and you can't find shit that indicates that they are a child, that they are a minor. It's not your fault. It's not your fault. Add-ons on other weird programs. Tits, VTuber Plus, and Vina. Throwing system integration for Twitch. Throwing system integration for Twitch. That's what TIT stands for. But you know how you guys can, like, pelt me with items? That's a fun thing that you could only do on Twitch. Unless you're using PRPR Live and stream to Billy. Dancing. That is a program I have used in the past. It is an MMD. Miku Miku Dance replace it for VRMs. I can't recommend it. I can't recommend it. The dev adds every little thing people request, and the software is bloated, and it's not very great. Stick to Miku Miku Dance Worlds in VR chat, or learn Miku Miku Dance yourself, and then sell that skill, please, I'll pay you. Motion Studio and Obscure are 3D stream environments? I don't know, I haven't looked into it much yet. Motion Studio is still very much, like, brand new. And Obscure I haven't looked into at all, but they claim to do the same thing. Voice Mod. The thing that I use. The thing that I use to clean up my microphone. You can also use it to cover up your real voice and add sound effects, because it's got a built-in soundboard. Only buy it during Black Friday. Only buy it during Black Friday. Only buy it during Black Friday. It's literally not worth it any other time. Warudo. It's like a 3D stream environment, but it also allows you to do, like, integrations and, like, programming and also, like, model tracking. And it's got, like, a billion different ways you can use, like, different trackers for your models. I don't get it. I don't get it, but it sure seems really cool. iFacial mocap is advanced tracking. I don't know anything else other than that, because I'm a broke bitch. I have recently found a metric ton more programs and capture software, but I don't know about it. I can't explain it to you because I don't know how to use it. I don't know how to use it. Look around, find what works best for you. For example, because of my back issues, I use VMagic Mirror, so I don't have to sit upright all the time. Its facial tracking is kind of not great, but, you know, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, cool. We are actually done with this section. If anyone has questions, Bread Cake, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You are welcome. You are welcome to ask me your question later. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I know I made you wait so long. I'm so sorry. Yeah, if you guys have any questions about any of this stuff, please. Normal about models. I am dying. I am melting. I am in hell. I have the AC on. I have my fan turned up all the way. I'm fucking dying. I'm dying. VoiceMod is a great program. It's a decent program. It's not worth full price. Buy it Black Friday. Where's my water bottle? There we go. Blah, blah. Also, side note, I can't recommend VR chat for streaming like this. First of all, because there's no real eye tracking in VR chat unless you have the Vive Pro eye tracker thing. Also, this is murdering my PC. One thing, I saw that there was an update to PNG Studio Plus that seems to allow for more movements or something. I don't know what PNG Studio Plus is. I only use Vtubing. There's probably a bunch more PNG Tuber Plus, rather. Again, I don't know what that is. There's probably more than just VTube, but VTube is literally the only one I know of. Aside from Honk? I don't know. I know you can also do it just straight up in OBS. Scott Falco has a whole like video on his TuneTuber thing. VoiceMod does introduce a bit of lag to voice, takes up quite a bit of system resources. I'd just be careful if your PC isn't up to snuff. That is true. That is true. However, the NVIDIA noise canceling thing, for if you don't have an NVIDIA graphics card, or even if you do, NVIDIA's noise cancellation thing sucks so much ass and breaks so bad. It's just so bad, and it will cut you out awfully. Granted, I get cut out a lot because I have like 3 different fucking noise cancellations built into OBS right now, so. Yes, use filters for OBS. I will actually go into that in a minute. In the next section. I love VR so much. By the way, don't worry if some of you guys got alert. I get it. Currently using Crisp for noise cancellation. They just cater a lot more to enterprises, but you'll see a lot on your site. Yeah, Crisp is built into Discord as well, but I have had a lot of issues with Crisp as well. There's not really a whole lot you can do about noise cancellation sometimes. Like, no matter how many filters I put, you're still gonna hear the cars outside my house. You're still gonna hear the cars and my asshole neighbors going down outside my house. I touch it to spaghetti. Hey, yo, can I have some spaghetti? Can I have some spaghetti? I'm a good boy. I'm a good boy. Actually, I'm not really all that hungry. Crisp is an interesting one. It can be great or it can suck hard. They've been making it better, but slowly. Yeah. Again, a lot of programs are still under active development. Tits and VTuber Plus, by the way, which are on here, they are not under active development anymore. I don't think. I know Vignon is, but I don't... I have programs that work in place of it, so I just haven't bothered to use it. I should have prepared more water. It's fine. Apologies. I am talking so much that I'm getting stuffed up. So, yeah. VTuber Plus? The throwing thing for Twitch? The thing that requires a 3D model? It's actually still being updated? Because that's not PNG tubers. No, you have a cookie? Can I have one? Okay. Are there any more questions? As much as I would love to run ads, I really don't want you guys looking into the void again. Actually, maybe looking into the void is a good idea. Of course, I will always be answering questions if you guys, like, need me later. Just don't let the void look back. It's unavoidable. It is unavoidable, unfortunately. Look into the void and call it a bitch! Alright. What if I do? There we go. There we go. Sorry, that's kind of the only way for me to do this. Alright. Ugh. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, I can feel the caffeine and the minor amount of alcohol kicking in. Alright, yep. Don't feed the black cat chicken. Then it will never go away. Then you will have a cat. I am sweating so bad. It's so hot in here. This is my fucking headset. I'm surprised I still have tracking. I knew I should have pulled an ice pack out of the freezer. Okay, cool. Hey, we're back. Hey, we're back. We're back from ads. Welcome to actually streaming. Are you ready to actually stream? You think you are. You're not. You're not. The super basics. Good mic audio. Bad audio is hard to listen to and can cause your viewers to have headaches. Be very careful with voice mods. Be so fucking careful with voice mods. When I first got voice mod to be Protogentori, I had it turned into the most annoying thing ever. Whatever the little, like, beep boop robot was back then. It was awful. I had several friends come to me and be like, hey, I can't watch your streams anymore because your voice mod is so fucking annoying. And I was like, holy shit, I'm so sorry. Here, sit in a VC with me and help me workshop this so I can make it so it's not annoying for you. So it doesn't give you a migraine. Be careful with it. OBS! Everyone uses OBS. Everyone uses OBS. Don't use Streamlabs OBS. Don't use Streamlabs OBS. Don't use slobs. It's called slobs for a reason. It will destroy your fucking computer. I know. I had to reset my computer after using slobs for like a year. Because every program I had started breaking. OBS is harder to learn. And it's very well worth it. And any kind of game activity thing. It can literally be anything from knitting to video games to literal fursuit crafting and to digital art. Keep it safe for work for Twitch. Keep it safe for work for Twitch. Keep it safe for work for Twitch. And YouTube, I guess. Don't do anything that's going to risk, like, a knit slip or some other wardrobe malfunction. Trust me. Don't do it. I've seen too many people do that. And you don't have to be good at your activity or your video game. You can learn on stream, and people can find that very interesting and sometimes helpful as well. But the most important fucking thing is if you are not having fun, your stream, your viewers will not have fun watching. You don't have to suffer for views. There are some people that built their whole brand around, like, oh, you can literally torture me with crowd control in this video game, or make me do these disgusting challenges if, like, we get a certain amount of subs. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that. We live in 2023. You don't have to do that anymore. You don't have to do that anymore. I will say, occasionally having those, like, oh, I'm gonna drink this really disgusting grass-flavored soda if we raise, like, this much amount of money, can be a really good incentive for, you know, charity drives. Please don't hurt yourself. Please don't hurt yourself. Please. Limit how much milk you consume. Cough, cough, looking at a very specific cat. How do you want to do this? Do you want to do this part-time or full-time? If you are part-time, you can do hobby or career streamer. A hobby streamer, do it for fun. Don't take it seriously. Ignore your view count. Actually genuinely turn off your view count. I know a lot of people say that. No, seriously. Just turn it off. It doesn't matter how many people are here, how many people you're talking to. And do whatever you want to fucking do. You can turn into a career streamer if the numbers are there, if you genuinely think like, oh, hey, you know, I'm not bad at this. I'm not bad at this. I should actually, you know, go full-time with this. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, go full-time if you really, really want to, and if your numbers allow for it, or if you desperately need to. A career streamer, you can do it part-time or full-time. Your goal is to grow and make it as a job. But you have to wear every single hat. Marketing, analytics, outreach. You are the talent. You are also your own lawyer. You have to figure out how your taxes are done. Oh my god, fucking taxes. Like, you figure out everything on your own. And maybe your small support group of friends. Having fun is still important. But sometimes, it's, you know, for numbers' sake, you have to follow the trends. Career streaming is not for funsies. It's not for funsies. You are doing this because you think you can make it as a job. Or like me, where you're desperate. Where to broadcast? This is an interesting question. I say, man, Twitch has the decent real-time interaction with chat. Most games do Twitch integration instead of anything else. VODs don't do well and need to be manually exported to YouTube. But, like, there's a thing in the video editor to do that. It's fine. Clips can be exported to YouTube Shorts, but aren't really as discoverable on Twitch. Which kind of defeats the purpose of clips. Except now they can be YouTube Shorts, so please, please, genuinely, clip shit. Clip shit. You're helping out your streamer. Metrics are actually decent during stream, and most indies use Twitch. YouTube Does not do real-time interaction. It does not do real-time interaction. There's very few games that have YouTube integration for gaming. If that's even possible, I don't know. Streams automatically become published VODs after ending, and actually do a decent bit better than a Twitch VOD. Clips make easy shorts and are actually discoverable in-house on the platform. Metrics. YouTube metrics suck ass. They're actually awful. They're actually telling you the wrong fucking numbers on purpose. They're just bad, especially while you're live. Most agencies use YouTube. I don't know why. However, there's a lot more than just these two. But these are the biggest internationally. My personal recommendation is Twitch, yes. However, if you can speak other non-English languages, find other sites that may cater to that. For example, Bilibili. Bilibili, I believe, is like partially Chinese, partially any other Asian language. Bilibili might be decent for you if you know Chinese. Or if you have a contract with them, because Bilibili occasionally does that. There's also another one that I would like to recommend, and that's Tumblr Live, because everyone on Tumblr has decided they would like to collectively shit on Tumblr Live instead of try to make it better by actually using it. So, you know, use it. There's no competition. There is one VTuber who uses it, and then occasionally myself. It has recently rolled out to more people in the UK, and in Europe in general. There's no contract. It works a little bit like TikTok streaming, but it's a little bit, you know, not as fucking awful. Give it a shot. Give it a shot. What's the worst that can happen? How to broadcast. OBS! Do not use Streamlabs OBS. Please, for the love of God, I am begging you, and your computer is begging you. For alerts, you can use Stream Elements or Streamlabs. There's not a whole lot of other people that do that. I don't know why. Well, okay, there was another one, but I can't remember what the name of it is. Things like StreamerBot are also an option, but they're a little bit harder to learn, but they provide way more custom results. Pick a game you can run while literally everything else you want is running, including, like, Firefox for music. Mix it up. Thank you, Mars. That's another good one. But, like, Firefox for music, or, God forbid, Chrome, whatever, like, model software you want, whatever throwing software you want, if you even want that, it's not required. Anything. Make sure the game you can run, make sure the game you want to play can run while everything else is running. Play the game, have fun, and stay silly. There will be scuff. There has been scuff in this stream. Professionals get scuff. Even agency VTubers get scuff. Nothing will go perfectly all the time. And that's okay. It can make for some really funny moments. And it's not the end of the world. Just roll with it. It's all good. How often to stream? This is an interesting question. I know some people that stream every single fucking day, and I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it. I don't have the spins to do that. But how often to stream? The main thing is consistency. This is not an opinion. This is a fucking fact. If you want to grow, you need to be consistent in your schedule. And you need to be clear with your schedule as well to the people who potentially are following you. Pick a day that has a 3-hour block that you know will always be clear, and you always will have the spoons, almost always have the spoons for it. And that is your stream day. It can be 1 day a week, or 5 days a week, or every single fucking day, or even twice a day if you want to. I don't know why you would want to. That's a lot of streaming. It's however much you are comfortable with handling. Personal health is the most important thing. You don't owe anyone an explanation for needing to take a break. Especially if you run into hardware problems and your PC is just like, no, I can't do it today. Or if you live in an area where it is ungodly hot and you're going through like a heat wave right now. It is understandable if you cannot stream right now. Because no amount of AC is going to make this livable. I'm turning into Kentucky Fried Tory in here, alright? Collabing with others. This is an interesting one. This is a very interesting one. And you're gonna see why. Think of it like a play date. Genuinely think of it like a play date. Like you're going over to someone else's house to go play and have fun. Don't change plans last minute unless it's unavoidable. Like someone has a health problem or a computer problem. Don't change plans last minute. People aren't going to want to collab with you again. Try not to talk over the other person. It helps to have a hotkey that is your Discord mute, where people can still hear you and you can still hear other people. Or where people can't hear you, but you can still hear other people. For when you need to talk directly to chat, when you get raids, hello raiders, or when you need to thank people for their subscriptions. Talk well before the anticipated stream about expectations. Whose channel will it be on? What do you want to do about redeems? Like, my redeems are relatively non-intrusive, except for the wellness one, but I used to have a redeem called Ooh Talk, where chat would force me to do Ooh Talk. And that actually essentially got me cut off from collabing with another person because she got so fucking angry that I was able to do it better than her. And I could just pop into it at a random point in time. So, that's part of why Ooh Talk went away. Also, it was hell in my voice. If you're streaming in a public instance on VR chat or something similar like Virality, let people know that you're streaming. Let people know that you're streaming. Because some people don't want to be on stream. Very good example, I was at Virality Silva. Virality Silva was fucking amazing. You guys missed it. Y'all should have been there. But at the dance meetup, me and my group were literally approached by someone who would not stop streaming. They were doing a non-stop stream of the entirety of Virality. Because that's what they wanted to do. Okay, cool. They never indicated to us that they were streaming. Just that they had a camera. They could have been streaming to anywhere. To YouTube, to Twitch, or just to Discord. But they did not let us know that they were streaming. They literally said, I'm going to insert myself into this conversation. Which is really kind of fucking weird. And really kind of rude. There are things you can get. You can make a toggle that, for example, has like a little thing. You can get little signs that say, I'm streaming. I don't recommend you do that in a public instance on VR chat. And because this has been going around, don't pay money to collab with someone. That's a scam. And do not force someone to pay money to collab with you. That's scummy. That's scummy and shitty. Regardless of how big of a streamer you are, do not force people to pay money to collab with you. It's shitty. And it's so fucking weird. Okay, cool. That's just rude, to be honest, VR. Any other game, you let someone know if you're streaming/recording. Exactly. Exactly. Which is why I apparently now have beef with this person, and I'm just like, your apology was awful. Anyways, if anyone has any other questions, I'm all ears. I know this was a bit of a kind of a crazy thing. Hello! Thank you for the head pats. Yes, if anyone has any questions about this section, I would be more than happy to take them before the ad break. I am so stuffed up again. I love talking. I love talking, and my bodily violently hates this. Not a streamer, but this is pretty interesting to hear. Exactly. That's part of why I'm doing this, because, like, there's so many people who just don't know about this kind of stuff, you know? Like, there are genuinely VTubers and other streamers who think, you know, paying money to collab with someone is not unreasonable. It is unreasonable. It is unreasonable. Don't fucking do it. Don't fucking do it. You are worth more than money could ever pay for. I think balancing mental health with streaming is one of the hardest things. It is. It is. I will be honest, for me personally, my mental health is affected by whether or not I am streaming. That's why you don't see me skip streams very often. Unless I am genuinely, like, sick, or I can't get my computer to fucking work, I try not to skip streams, because I will feel guilty later. Because this is my full-time job. Everyone has different limits. Some can stream all day, and some can only do little streams. Yeah. Like, man, I have no fucking idea how someone can do a fucking 24-hour stream. Like, man, I would get so annoyed. I would get so snappy. I'd get so shitty. I don't want you guys to see that side of me. However, once I get full body, you bet your ass I'm gonna fall asleep in VR chat. It's hard not to compare yourself to others. I would say it's nearly impossible. I'm constantly comparing myself to others. Like, okay, important thing to note. Don't compare yourself to someone who is streaming on a different platform. Hold on, can I go back to that? Okay, yeah. Don't compare yourself to someone who is streaming on another platform, because other platforms are weird. They don't work the same as the platform that you are streaming. For example, my average view count will be different from someone on YouTube. But on YouTube, you don't really have to worry about the view count, because your VOD turns into a nice, clean video afterwards. You also don't have to cut out ad breaks. I'm just saying. Fuck you, Daddy Bezos. I did a 10-hour stream one time on a whim. I started working, and I had to try to long stream. I could not go over 3 hours. Yeah, I used to... Okay, so... And I know there's a decent amount of people who remember this. I did a 13-hour stream once, completely by fucking accident. I was so fucking into Planet Zoo. And bitch, I'll do it again. I'll do it again. You motherfuckers, I'll fucking do it again. It was a total accident. But there's some games where it's like, oh, I thought this game would be longer. Oh, fuck, it's been like an hour. Ooh. Oh, I guess that's another topic I probably should have covered. Changing games in the middle of a stream. Do that at your own discretion. I know it works for some people. I don't like it. But that's also because I watch VODs on YouTube. I watch uploaded Twitch VODs on YouTube. Because, I don't know. I just prefer it. Oh, yeah. That stream. Yeah. That stream. Those fucking pandas. What a fucking zoo. Also, I guess if there's any other topics that anyone wants me to expand on, that would be good. I will be taking questions also at the very end, if someone wants me to go back and review something. Because at the very last thing, I have like I don't know where to fit any of this information in, so I'm just gonna put this here. I'm just gonna put this here and hope I know what to talk about at that point. You'll see it. Pretty sure I made it rainbow. If no one has any other questions or any other things they want me to touch upon, I'm gonna run the ad break early. Simply because I need water. Just thought of something Whoop, my bad. If you read off viewers' names to thank them, talk to them, be careful and think about them before you read them out loud. Absolutely. Come on, run ad. Run ad. Here we go. But yeah, absolutely, Syrup. Be careful when some people come in with shitty names. Some people have shitty names on purpose. I could rant about stream stuff forever, but it's not a question, lol. I mean, no, I'd be interested in doing that with you. I'd be interested in ranting about that kind of stuff with you, if you want. For names that seem normal until you read them out loud, just be careful. Yeah. Cough, cough, absolutely covered in syrup. Cough, cough. Yeah, there's nothing weird about that name. Nothing weird at all. Mars, I'm dead serious. If you want a collab, I'm down for it. I'm so down for this. Side note, by the way, shout out to Absolutely Covered in Syrup, who bought batteries off my phone and actually made this stream possible. I was literally going to run out of batteries just before this stream, and I wouldn't have been able to do it in VR like I wanted to. But now, I have batteries! I have batteries, which means I can do awful things like this, like let my controllers go, and just violently shake them around. Oh, okay, cool. We're back from ads. Hello. Welcome back from ads, everyone. I've known Syrup for one day and I approve. We love Syrup in here. Making money. Making that sweet, sweet moolah. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't go into streaming to make money. I'm saying this is from a place of love. I'm saying this from a place of love. Don't do it unless it's your last fucking resort. Whoop. Keep expanding my thing by accident. Unless it's your last resort, don't do it. Or unless you already have, like, the viewership to do it, you know, go for it. Because it's literally making me miserable. Doing this as my full-time job because I literally can't do anything else, and I don't qualify for disability, has literally made me cry myself to sleep. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I have cried myself to sleep over the fact that I don't have enough money, and I'm not making enough money from streaming on Twitch. Hey, my commissions are open. Hey, my commissions are, like, always fucking open. Monetization requirements vary from every platform. But for Twitch, it is 3 average viewers and 50 followers, and 8 hours of streaming over 7 days. For affiliate, that gives you a 50-50 split. And then for YouTube, it's 500 subscribers, 3 uploads over 90 days, and 3K watch hours, or 3 million shorts views. Which technically the shorts views is easy. When do I get paid? If you get paid from Twitch, the 15th of each month. It is now a $50 minimum to get paid out. It used to be $100. It used to kind of suck. You get 30% of ad revenue, or 55% if you do 3 minutes every hour of ads. Which is why I do 1.5 minutes of ads every 30 minutes. The pay split is not 50-50. They're lying to you. They're lying to you. It's not 50-50. It is 45%, 50%. A tier 1 sub pays less than half. It pays less than half. 10 bits pay less than 10 cents. Twitch is literally lying to you. I'm saying this because they charge taxes on the streamer and on the person buying the Twitch sub or the bits. I have opinions on this. I have so many opinions on this. Anyways, moving on. YouTube, you get paid once per month. YouTube takes a not small cut, and I don't know much about YouTube because I don't stream on YouTube. If you want someone who knows more about it, I don't know anyone that has personally made a video, but potentially I'll go back and update this at another point in time. I have a few YouTube friends that I could ask. Most payouts go through PayPal. Some go through Stripe. Stripe is also actually kind of decent. PayPal takes a fee of up to 8.5%. Chat, this is your cue. Chat, this is your cue. That sucks. Been curious about Stripe? The difference between PayPal and Stripe is Stripe processes credit cards. I love my chat. I love my chat. Look at my chat. You're so good. I love you guys. I love you guys. It does suck, actually. Ask the creator how best to support them. Because they know what's best for themselves. You, the viewer, don't always know what's best. For example, I'm using my case scenario. Because I'm not going to speak on behalf of someone the fuck else. In my case, Ko-fi is the best way to support me. Because I pay for a Ko-fi Gold membership. Which means I get 100% of all my profits. Ko-fi gets nothing. For like $72 a year, I get 100% profits. Ko-fi is based. What does based mean? Based on what? It's also cheaper than a Twitch sub. A tier 1 Twitch sub costs, what is it, $4.99? I think the last time I looked at it, it costs like $4.99. And a level 2 Ko-fi member, in my case, costs $3. Twitch claims that a tier 1 Ko-fi sub will pay you $2.50. A $3 membership, which is cheaper than a tier 1 sub on Twitch, literally pays $3. Minus PayPal fees to the person that you are buying that membership of. I also have this infographic here that I made a decent amount of time ago, but it's still relevant. I have also included Fansly because Fansly doesn't have to be used for NSFW stuff. It typically is, but it is, you know, a thing that is relevant to some creators. Cough, 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 cough. You can find this on my Ko-fi, actually. It's actually on my Ko-fi. Side notes. Just showing up to a stream and being a number is the best way to support without paying money. And the most important way. The more you show up to a streamer's chat and hang out there, or even the more you talk in chat, the more you boost your streamer in the algorithm. And yes, I know, algorithms suck. Oh, boo, fuck algorithms. Yeah, but you know what? Some of us have to do this for a living. If you truly love your stream, hang out in their chat and lurk in their chat. Yes, chatting is helping. Yes, that is helping. Because the more big number of viewers that your streamer has, the more they are able to, you know, not die if they live off this. Cough, 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 cough. Except I'm actually sick. Please don't be sick. Have a throat lozenge. Throne is also a great way to support your streamer by funding new equipment or just other items they want. For example, I'm normal about enamel pins. I have a decent amount of enamel pins on my throne because I have self-control issues. But I also have things like cleaning supplies. I have things like energy drink mix or hydration drink mix. I have some stuff on there that's strictly for my housemate. For example, red velvet cheesecake cookies. Red velvet cheesecake cookies. They're my housemate's favorite thing. And that's why I put them on my throne, in case someone wants to help me, you know, be nice to him. Because, you know, he's really nice, and he's giving me a place to live. Treat Stream is also a great way to literally just feed me. Literally just feed me. Or any streamer. It doesn't always work, though. It really kind of varies and depends. I know Buff Pup used to use it for a while. I wonder if she still uses it. Agencies take a cut from their streamers' profits, regardless of where it comes from. That being said, I believe it was Rin Penrose who was allowed to go on record and say, hey, if you support a streamer, don't do fucking super chats. Go straight to, like, Stream Elements or Streamlabs and go through there, because they take less of a fee than YouTube does. And I get paid faster. So listen to the people that you are supporting, all of that. Oh, what happened to my eyes? What happened to my eyes? That's fine. You should have told me I would have bought you a pin when I went to the temple. I bought myself one. No, it's okay. You don't have to. You don't have to. You're all good. Oh, this is the agency side note I was talking about. This is the really kind of neat agency side note I was talking about. I think they're getting green screen. They might be. They might be. It really depends on the background, I think. It's fine. Agency side note. We don't know how much agencies give to their talents. Mista has said on screen the 2% of merch. This could be an exaggeration, but it's clear it's not a decent cut. Not part of the reason why he graduated. Idol Corp is currently the only agency that is actively taking steps towards transparency with their pay cut and their entire agreement. This is actually mind-blowing. I added this in, like, pretty last minute to this, because this is crazy, guys. Literally no other agency does this. They're going full transparency with their contracts by the end of this year, right? How much does Idol take from their talents? This is Idol specifically. Idol specifically. So, again, Rin Penrose. I don't really know a whole lot of the other streamers. I don't get to watch a whole lot of people. So, Idol takes a 25%, 25%, and technically 15% is shared between Idol and the talent. That 15% goes back into their talent streams. So this 60%, this is all money that the talent gets to keep and use how they see fit. The 15% down here goes into games and model upgrades and video editing and, oh, I want to make a music video, that kind of thing. Supposedly, Rin Penrose's words, not mine, this is the best contract on the market. Idol is, yes, a smaller agency, but supposedly this is the best contract on the market, or one of the best, anyways. Right, there we go. Anyone have any monetization questions? God, look at my dumb little paws. Yeah, does anyone have any monetization? Does anyone have any monetization questions? I didn't talk a whole lot about Stripe. Thank you, Stream Element Spot. Yes, Ko-fi is better for memberships than Twitch subs. In fact, on my Discord, I'm going to start taking things away from Twitch subs. I don't give a shit that it's September. You know what? Fuck, this is the greatest time to activate this. Hold on. Hold on. How do I want to do this? Okay, you guys are gonna see into the void for a minute. You're also gonna see how many fucking things I have open. Boop. Okay, there we go. There we go. hey, this is actually a great time to mention. Currently I'm doing this during September. Currently I'm doing this during September, which is Twitch's little, like, subscribe to your favorite content creators for 3 to 6 months or whatever. It's a scam. It's just straight up a scam. It's just straight up a scam. I spent the entirety of a stream going through the FAQ for September. This is all the information you need to know. This is all the information you need to know. That is quite literally, it only applies to new subs, existing subs, extending to 3 or 6 months, or upgrading a tier 1 to a tier 2 or tier 3. It does not work on mobile, it does not work on Prime, unless you are converting to a paid or higher tier sub. An unconfirmed pay split. They're not saying whether or not we are getting more of these subs, or less of these subs. They're not telling us anything. Also, gift subs only count in the last week of September. I have friends who still don't know that Twitch changed how it works. I have friends that are asking me literally to stop posting this. And I'm like, no. I have had a friend ask me to stop posting this. Because they're trying to do a subathon, and I'm just like, that's fine, you do you. I will not hide information that needs to be seen. This is also available on my Ko-fi. This is also available on my Ko-fi, both parts together and both parts separately. It is free to download, high res. You can post it wherever you want. I don't give a shit. I don't give a shit where you post it. You don't even have to credit me, because those are all free to use assets. Those are all free to use assets. Okay, well, why is it a scam? Are you getting half the standard rate or half of the discounted rate? We don't know. Twitch won't tell us. Twitch won't tell us if they have changed how the pay cut works. I can only assume because these subs are discounted, we are getting half of the discounted rate, which means less. That is what we have to safely assume. The other thing is, it's a scam because they're lying about the 50-50 pay split regardless. We get 40 to 45% of the pay split. 30% off a 6-month sub to your favorite creator is just better for the end user if they could sub for 6 months anyways. Again, I can't stop you from subscribing. I encourage everyone to look for alternate ways of providing membership that have a better pay split than Twitch. I will always encourage that. Because that's what I have. If you are a sub in my chat, that's fine. That's fine. Do what you want. I can't stop you. I'm not making any more little stars for sub badges, partially because I don't know what else to make. I've kind of gone through the entirety of the rainbow at this point. Maybe I can make a few more. I don't know. I don't know that I have anyone subscribed that long to make more for. Except for myself. I can make the gayest. Sorry, I'm getting distracted. I'm dying. I'm dying. I'm dying. What was I saying? Right. Yeah, we don't know if we're just going to get 30% of that 6-month sub. There are creators who don't need a better place, but it's just better for the end user. Yeah. But again, I don't know. I don't really cater to larger creators. And even the larger creators don't get as much as you think, you know? If you want to something, go for it. But if you want to support your creator, there are better ways to do it. Exactly. So even if I follow someone who is like, you know, partner or whatever, there's, by the way, partners do not get that 70-30 split or whatever. They don't get that 70% split anymore. You have to be partner plus to get that. or have a custom negotiated contract, which is very rare these days. Hassan just bought a $3 million house, but isn't he also an asshole? And also, he's got investments other than Twitch. He does more than just streaming. He also does merch and a bunch of other things. So he gets a better pay split from other things. Hassan, I mean, kinda. That's politics in general. Oh, yeah, so no, he's an asshole. Ew. No thanks. No thanks. No thanks. Politics. Ew. That is a slippery fucking slope. But yeah, no, like, and all those big creators, again, they almost all have merch. They all do other things. A lot of them have YouTube videos and editors for their YouTube videos, and those videos make a decent amount of revenue. Shorts make a decent amount of, views, and views can be generated. I don't know how YouTube works all that well. I just know that you can earn money based off of, like, views at some point. A lot of them get sponsors and make money on other platforms. Yeah. Sponsorships especially. If you're a smaller creator, be careful when you're approached for sponsorships, by the way. Be careful when you're approached for sponsorships. I got approached for a sponsorship by W. W was an energy drink company, is an energy drink company, that claims they're doing jitterless energy, and they're like, war on big energy and all of that. And they're all just kind of, like, really weird about it. Really weird. But they were offering, you know, sponsorships and all that. A genuine sponsorship opportunity. And then I found out they offered it to 100 other people, and also a decent amount of those people were literally minors and just genuine fucking children, and I went, this is a legal problem waiting to happen. This is a legal problem waiting to happen. And then their product made me sick, so I was like, man, nah, this product makes me sick. And their literal customer service said, well, it can't be a bad batch. Are you sure you're not allergic to any ingredients? And I'm like, dude, I'm not allergic to anything. I don't know then. I don't know. Maybe it's your water. And I'm just like, okay, my water sucks. But it's not enough to make me sick. Not violently ill for several days. Literally, I could not stop shaking. They decided to buy a bunch and see if it's good. They did not like it because it made them sick. It made them sick too? It made them sick too? Oh my god. So I'm not the only person. They fucking lied. They fucking lied. Yeah, I was so shaky, I couldn't stream. I couldn't stream, I couldn't draw, I couldn't even do the dishes. That's how sick it made me. And then I found out several other people that I knew had been offered sponsorships as well, literally based on nothing. Some of these people that were in the server weren't even content creators. They were just kids. Or just some random jackass off Twitter. So yeah, do your research into your sponsors. This stream is sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends! No. I actually do like the Raid Shadow Legends sponsorship, so sue me. I think Raid Shadow Legends has really good art direction, and the sewer is full of free dogs, and you can just constantly run the sewers, and then combine all the dogs together to make the god of all dogs. Just saying. Raid sponsorship is not that bad. It pays like shit, but it's not that bad. It's not a bad game. Oh. The chair is wobbly. Also, getting a sponsor but not having the number for it sounds kind of unproductive. Yeah. It was one of those, like one of the regular sponsors that you get when you're, like, kind of small like me. Where it's like, oh, if you sell a product, we'll give you a cut of that sale. If you sell a product. Yeah, there isn't much point if no one buys it. I'm just saying, hey, Advanced, sponsor me. Hey, Advanced. I'm a simp. Alright? Advanced, Gamer Subs, and Sneak. I love those three. Sorry, this turned into an energy drink talk. My bad. Did a few sponsorships, but I can never get the amount with my numbers. Yeah. Stream Elements is just kind of like pissing them out now. That's because no one wants to actually do them because they're all like kind of scammy. Honestly, I would ever get a my one. It better be Gamer Subs. I use it all the time. Even my mom now uses it, and she hates energy drinks. I would really like if Gamer Subs did a hydration one. My only problem with my Gamer Subs is that the flavor, like, I have to do at least 2 scoops in my shaker. Or else I just can't taste it. Oh, but, like, okay, so I have the advanced hydration, right? I'm sorry, we're going off on a side tangent. This is how it's gonna be. I have the advanced hydration mix, right? The one that tastes like Skittles, the rainbow burst one. You pour that into a large shaker, and then you add, like, a tiny scoop of the Gamer Subs blue raspberry. My dude, that shit is so good. That shit's so good to combine together, and you're still hydrating yourself. Anyways, some brands have creative problems, even if you don't think they do. Check their website. Yes. Yes. Advanced has gone on record in the past and said that they will only work with partners, although that's a damn lie. I've seen them work with people who aren't partners. I like my shaker. I also like my little ice shaker, but that one's kind of weird. It's a little too small. I drink it too fast. Where's my ice shaker? I need a new... What I really need for this one is I need a new straw for it. It's not... Okay, cool. So, I'm assuming we have no more questions about monetization. What do you miss with the hydration? Advanced hydration? Oh, literally anything. Anything fruity works with the advanced hydration mix that I have. Um, it's just really good. Like, I'm putting blue raspberry in it right now because I'm all out of my all other energy drink mixes, and I'm almost out of my hydration mix, which I can't afford to replace. Hey, it's on my throat. Hey, I'm actually keeping that shit updated now. Hey, it's on my throne. I am going to go ahead and I am going to run an ad, so that way we can have some time for the last bit. Where's my escape key? There we go. Close that. By the way, hey, my affiliate anniversary. By the way, hey, this is a cool stream. I thank you guys so much for being here. Oh, what else? You guys back from ads yet? God, you guys are taking forever. I'm starting to think I've been abandoned. Alright. Any opinion on Twitch Turbo? I think Twitch Turbo is good. I think Twitch Turbo, if you want to view a lot of different people but can't pay for a sub, I think Twitch Turbo is very good. It's up to you. I think Prime subs are also very good as well. Because with the Prime sub, you actually get, like, the entirety of the Prime sub get sent to the stream. So, you know. Yes, hi. Thank you for my wiggle break. So, extras worth mentioning, but I didn't know where else to put them! I'm realizing your eyes are transparent. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how this happened. Stop looking at me! Stop looking at me! Hi, hello. Extras worth mentioning that I didn't know where else to put. Graduation! There's two versions of kind of graduation. There's graduation when a VTuber is deciding they don't want to be a VTuber anymore, or they want to graduate the model / character that they're using and move on to something different. That's graduating. Then there's just being canceled. Then there's just being annihilated and having your contract with an agency canceled. And that's been happening a lot recently, actually. Most of the Virtual Talent Academy fucking got annihilated because they all broke TOS. Don't fuck around with your TOS. Don't fuck around with your NDAs and your TOS. Just don't. And yeah, and they just won't graduate and stuff. Cancel culture. Cancel culture is dumb. It is only okay to cancel someone if they are genuinely actually a horrible person. Stop trying to cancel people over kinks. Who gives a fucking shit? Who gives a fucking shit? Who gives a shit? As long as it's not actively hurting anyone, a real life person, it doesn't really fucking matter. It doesn't really fucking matter. As long as no one is getting hurt. Just because someone likes to be turned into a pool toy in their drawings or some shit, or whatever, who gives a fuck, right? I shall not kink shame. I shall simply kink ask why. I miss Coco? I don't remember who Coco is. To be fair, I don't know a whole lot of the older VTubers. Assets! Commissioning artists and free to use. Commissioning an asset from an artist can be expensive, but there's a lot of free to use assets on there. In fact, a lot of my first shit was just free to use. Everything in this entire screen, like, slideshow thing was free to use assets. They're free to use assets on Okumono. I can't spell it. I'm sorry. I can't spell it. Yeah. Yeah. I will say, when you're commissioning an asset from an artist, just be chill about it, okay? And be clear with what you want. Have an idea going into it of what you want. Don't just say artistic freedom for an asset. That's the worst. Merch! Your entire community of 100 people will say they want merch. They don't want merch. They don't want merch. Don't go to, like, Vogue Grace and, like, get custom, like, keychains and standees and all of that and put them up on a website for people to buy or, like, order forms or whatever, because you're gonna have a lot of those still sitting at your house. Go through Redbubble or go through Fourth Wall or Teespring if you're still using Teespring. Is it just Spring now? I don't remember. Go through someone else who makes the product for you and ships the product out for you. Yes, you will get a much smaller cut, but you don't have to worry about spending money on it. And you can still produce merch. Parasocial relationships. Parasocial relationships. Oof. If you do commend them for special backgrounds, they tend to post them for free for others to use, because that happened to some folks. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Also the person going back to commissioning assets. If the person you are commissioning from has it in their terms of service, always check their terms of service. Like Okumono has posted some special backgrounds and assets for free to use stuff. Just understand that might happen. That might happen. Parasocial relationships are tough? Yes. Parasocial relationships are tough. Because on one hand, technically, no matter what you do, you are cultivating a parasocial relationship with the entirety of your community. Technically, that's just gonna happen. That's just gonna happen. It's when it starts getting like really intimate, where someone thinks that the streamer is genuinely their friend, or more than just friends. That's when it starts becoming a problem. Oh, my nose. Hold on. Okay. Understand that streamers, unfortunately, tend to be very selective about who their inner circle is. What nose? Off. Listen here. Streamers tend to have to be very selective about who their inner circle is. Very, very selective. We don't do this on purpose. We don't... No, we do this on purpose. We have to. Because there's too many people out there who honestly get kind of creepy about it. So, unless a streamer is explicitly called you in particular their friend, and has made efforts to hang out and talk with you personally, even then be wary. Like, I call my entire chat friend. I call my entire chat my friends. Because y'all have been here for a decent amount of time, and I know a lot of you by name, and honestly by color at this point. I know a decent amount of you just strictly by their colors. Like Forks. Forks is that very, very particular shade of purple. Like Buck. Buck is that very particular shade of, like, bright-ass orange. Like, solid-ass orange. Changes my color. JK, I don't even remember how to. Yeah, neither do I, but it doesn't matter. I like blue. Buck and I are twins. Yeah, that is true. No, don't change your color, damn it. No, please, I just remembered. But, like, be chill. Be chill. Especially with agency VTubers, by the way. You are not an agency VTuber's friend. You're just not. You are not. You're not. You will... In order to be an agency VTuber's friend, you pretty much have to sign an NDA. You have to sign, like, a minor thing that says that you can actually hang out with this person. That's just how it has to be. Oh, fuck, now it's purple. Fuck. I mean, I had to use my own purple. It's so much better than Twitch purple. Fair. I'm red now. Oh, God, now y'all are changing your fucking colors. Jackasses. Oh. But yeah, like, be really careful with parasocial relationships. And if you're an agency VTuber's significant other, you don't publicly exist. Yeah. Yeah. Side note about parasocial relationships. And this is gonna sound really bad. I have seen VTubers who very specifically cultivate a very intimate parasocial relationship with their chat for literally the reason of retaining them as members of their community. It's kind of a scummy thing to do. However, unfortunately, it works. Unfortunately, it works. And those streamers tend to be a little bit more financially stable. Gotta make that bread. I can't hate on it. I can't hate on it that bad. I really can't. We live in a capitalist nightmare. You make that bread how you have to. Ooh, my back hurts so bad. Does anyone have any other topics that you want me to, like, touch upon, or, like, go back to literally anything? I have anything in here. Oh, you guys have seen what goes on behind the scenes, essentially. You see this whole nice put-together thing. I don't want to talk about how long this setup alone took me. I don't want to talk about how much time I spent on this slideshow in general. I don't want to talk about how much time I spent on my overlay and painting my models and shit. Did you go over schedules versus spontaneous? Yes, I did. Let me go back to that. This is the how often to stream. Schedules versus spontaneous. Consistency is the key to growth. Spontaneous can be really funny. It can be really funny. But it's better for your growth to be consistent. If you have to take a shit ton of time off, that's understandable. That's understandable. Your mental and personal health comes first. However, if you want growth, gotta be consistent. A lot of those bigger streamers can get away with, I'm just gonna stream. I'm just gonna fucking stream. Fuck it. We're going live. Hi, I've done no setup. We're just streaming right now. Like, I have to finish this boss or I'm gonna go fucking insane. Like, those kind of streams. Or, honorable mentions. Some of the weird-ass streams that Benji has done, like mowing his lawn and IRL cookie clicker and watching paint dry and... Man, Benji's on another level. The cookie clicker. Yeah. Any of RT Game streams? No, he has a schedule. He has a schedule. The one time I'm specifically mentioning the spontaneous one is when he was playing Dark Souls, and he felt like he was so close to being this one boss. What do you mean IRL cookie clicker? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Trust me. I'm surprised it's only been 2 hours. I thought this was gonna take a lot longer, because it's only 26 slides. No, Cypress. It was weirder. Give me tips on layout and what stuff to have on stream, like chat and borders. That's up to you. There's no requirement to have chat on screen. There is no requirement to not have your model take up a shit ton of space. Like, here, I have seen streamers take up this much amount of room on their screen. I have seen people without a chat box. I've seen people with silent alerts. I've seen people who talk with voice to text to speech. Get weird with it. That falls a little bit more into the category of advice. Let me go back because that bothers me. Personally, I don't mind if the model is covering up chat, because usually I can just read chat here. And also, I don't usually care what chat has to say when VODs, so I don't usually watch it. It's really up to you. There's no requirement to have, like, a fancy layout and alerts and, like, a raid video like Benji and Miss Jackie have. There's no requirement to have any of that. It's just whatever works for you. I do recommend a starting soon screen and running, like, ads and stuff at the, very beginning of your stream if you can, to let people filter in. Helps with your numbers a little bit, I think. Just don't sit there for 10 fucking minutes. Oh, and if you're doing a hand cam stream, but you're, like, a VTuber or whatever, make sure your camera is very stable, And also maybe wear gloves. People will judge you for your fingers. If you don't have a fancy, people will show up in your stream trying to get you to give them money to do it for you. Don't trust those people. Yeah, like, okay, I don't know. It really depends. They will. They will. Again, that's why I have certain phrases blocked of, like, you know, GFX phrases and stuff. Hello. Okay, when it comes to layouts, again, you're not required to have a layout, period. You can just have a full screen thing. You can just have a full screen, like, video if that's what you want to do. I will go ahead and say, having a tiny amount of animation really helps. Because our attention spans vary greatly, but a tiny amount of animation of just like, oh shit, there's a thing that's happening over there. Okay, my brain has been distracted slightly. Okay, now I can come back and refocus. I had a guy come into my stream and was like, wow, could you use any more boring gray? At least something to distract from the boring game. It stayed with me for so long that I no longer use it. I know it should not get to me, but it did. Yeah. Yeah. That's an instant ban. That's an instant, okay, you can go fuck yourself. You can go fuck yourself. Don't let anyone talk to you like that. You guys have seen my link, right? Hold on. Let me fucking shuffle through my layouts. Actually, I'm just gonna move to a fucking different screen. Okay, boop. So you guys have seen my layouts for Realty and all of that. Ugh. Like, you guys have seen... Fuck. You guys have seen all this. Including, if I go boop. Here we go. You guys have seen all of that. It's important to have consistency between all of the different things. I do have, obviously, like, flat backgrounds just in case I need them. But, like, it's pretty consistent between, you know, oh, it's all one room kind of thing. I don't do stream layouts for people. Unless I know them. I have done exactly 2 stream layouts that are not my own. One of them being for Buttery Squids, but I don't know if he streams anymore or if he even uses it. I used to just DM him, like, random upgrades to it, and I would hide, like, another little sea creature in it and just be like, here you go. Another is for a dude that I know doesn't use it. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that dude. After I put several hours into it, and he kept trying to, like, make me, like, upgrade it more without paying me more, and it was like, oh, like, add some animation to this, and I'm like, I'm not doing that. Oh, add this animated GIF to that. I'm not doing that. That's literally someone else's commission from another artist. I'm not doing that. I will say, if any of my friends, including you, Cypress, would like to get an experimental, like, stream layout thing, yeah, sure, hit me up. Why not? I do think the model should be relatively big on the screen, but I also think it should not overlap too much onto the game screen. In-game lighting reflecting onto the model, that's pretty cool. I have to admit, that's pretty cool. I was really happy when we all figured that out. And then we all proceeded to stop using it, like, a few months later. That was fun. Still like it, though. It's really good for horror games. Don't be afraid to ban people. Absolutely. Do not be afraid to ban people. Your stream is your house. Your rules for your house. People don't want to be nice in your house. They can get the fuck out of your house. Same thing with Discords. headset keeps falling down my face. Oh god, it's pinching a hair. It's pinching a hair on my head. Ow, fuck. Only mod people you trust a mod, and don't mod people just because you're friends. Exactly. Applications, like, opening mod applications is really hard, I will say, because then you're inviting people in that you may not know, but you're really hoping for people from the community who are really active. I will go ahead and say, all of my partners, I believe all of my partners, I believe all of my partners are mods, but that's also because, like, at least 3 of them are streamers. But also, I want to make my stream a safe place for my partners, because I love them. I love my dad. I don't think I would ever make him a mod, though. He's also not in here often enough to be a mod. Did you go over Discord setups and whatnot, or are you saving that for another one? I don't think I'll cover that at all, actually. Mainly because, like, how you set up your Discord is, like, personal to you. You can have as many things as you want. Personally, if I could redo my Discord right now, I would get rid of the NSFW section altogether and have, like, a tiny little NSFW section locked behind being a Ko-fi member / Twitch sub. I'd still require age verification. I'd still require, you know, all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'd get rid of it, for sure. I have, like, one mod because I know how to use Twitch myself, so I don't really need them. Yeah, I'm currently doing most of the moderating by myself with Soul and Cupcake in chat a decent amount. But that's because I recently had an incident with a former mod, and I no longer trust my judgment when it comes to making new mods. So, it's people I know, or no one at all. Yeah, Discord setups is kind of like to each their own, I guess. For example, I'm adding Art Scuffle. I'm just gonna go ahead and say it. I'm adding Art Scuffle to my server because I want the server to be less about me and more about, like, a genuine community around things that I create, but also, like, what other people want to create. I will personally say, I don't think having a self-promo in your Discord is a decent idea. I think people should ask for permission before they do that. And I do not think having a venting channel in your Discord is a good idea. Ever, no matter what the size is, it tends to cause trouble. I'm only 1 notif away at all times. I know. I care, you soul. What that? Art Scuffle is essentially a localized version of Art Fight. That art trading game that happens every year that had a lot of scandal around it this year because people finally started realizing, hey, there's a lot of money that gets raised for this website every year. Why does it still run like shit? So someone made a Discord bot that does the same fucking thing. Vent channels scare me. They can go so wrong. Exactly. You're gonna do that? I am gonna do that. I am not going to lock it behind, Ko-fi, or... I'm not gonna lock it in the supporters area yet. I might have to do that if people start abusing it. Again, you abuse it, it gets locked away, or it gets thrown out entirely. I'm so upset because I only had the spoons to do 1 art fight for this year. Yeah. Yeah, it's called Art Scuffle. I have had someone say, oh, like, your Discord is your own little echo chamber, and I will go ahead and say, no, it's not. Discord does not tend to be your own little echo chamber. I will say, if a streamer or any creator has a feedback channel in their thing, in their server, please use it. please use it and give your honest-to-God feedback. Say something, oh, I think you do this well, but I think you could do this better by doing this. Constructive feedback. It's not a new concept. Also, I like holding votes. I think those work really well for gaining people's interests. Assuming people see it. Also with the self-promo channels, you will get people who only post on your Discord to say they are going live and will never interact outside of doing that, and that sucks. Exactly! That's why I don't have it. The only kind of self-promo you can do is if you have commissions open, and you ask me very nicely, I will allow you to promote your commissions in the Safe for Work art channel. Yeah. I've vented in vent channels before. It caused me to spiral to voice stuff out that led to more venting. If I ever finish my Discord, there won't be one. Yeah. No, vent channels are bad. Vent channels are just bad. 100%. And I get it. I've probably said stuff in vent channels that are not great. I will say, okay, the V Creatures team has a vent channel. But that's because we are a small, controlled environment. We are a small, controlled environment that does not actively accept outside members. And the venting usually relates to, man, I really wish I could do more stuff, or, man, I really wish that, you know, my internet didn't suck. I would keep venting for a personal Discord for just you and maybe, like, a select super trusted few. And an actual therapist. I feel venting to your friends is more meaningful anyways. Yeah, but there can also be, you know, a flip side to that. Venting to your friends, that, you know, that kind of happens. I am guilty of that myself. I am very sorry, but I also do try to do my best to listen when my friends need a helping hand or an ear to listen to them. I know some people have actually come to me and be like, hey, why do you, like, when I say stuff, like, about what I'm experiencing, why do you follow that up with something you have experienced or are experiencing too? And I'm like, because I'm autistic, and that's actually just generally how I'm saying, hey, I feel you, I get you, I want you to know that I understand what you're going through, and I don't know how else to explain it. You're not supposed to do that? Nah, apparently some people find it rude, and I'm just like, oh, no. Alright. Fuck. Shit. Now I have turned into a total asshole to this person, and now I feel like shit. Fuck. Damn it. Yeah, apparently we're not supposed to be doing that. But I guess it varies. Having weird emotions, but I'm glad you're doing it. Aww. I love you, no wife. Can I can kind of do a heart. Hold on. Okay, look, I can kind of do a heart. This is much easier. That's another thing. Don't be afraid to get silly on stream. Be silly. Be dumb. Like, it's especially easy for me in VR chat, because I get so into it, you know? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, puppy brain, puppy brain, puppy brain! I don't have access to the little puppy child anymore. I think it got privated. Oh wait, hold on. Ooh. Hold on. There, okay, puppy brain. Oh god, I'm just moving my whole setup. Oh god. Oh yeah, I was hanging out with Sam and Mars yesterday, and we found this really cute puppy. Yeah, like, fucking don't be afraid to get weird with it. Be weird. Being normal is so boring. You're all so much more interesting when you're weird and having fun and being silly little guys committing arson. I mean, not committing arson. I mean, not committing war crimes. I mean, we're perfectly normal here. I'm probably gonna get a decent amount of this out, aren't I?